This is the Low Key Podcast. I do not own the rights to the music that's being played in future podcasts or past podcasts. This is the Low Key Podcast, episode 51, The Underdog.
I always think that there's two types of players who love to win and players who hate to lose. Which one are you?
I'm neither.
Meaning?
Meaning that I play to figure things out. I play to learn something, right? Because I think if you play with a fear of failure, or you play with the will to win, or that supersedes the fear of failure, I think it's a weakness either way, right? Because if you play with the fear of failing, you'll have the pressure on yourself to play, to capitulate to that fear. If you play with the sense of I want to win, then you have the fear of what happens if you don't. But if you find common ground in the middle, in the center, then it doesn't matter. You're unfazed by either, right? And that enables you to really just stay in the moment, stay connected to it.
What's going on, man? This is the Low Key Podcast, episode 51, The Underdog. What's going on? It's been a little minute. I'm glad to be back on here. I just want to talk about basically just that underdog mind frame, being an underdog, not being a popular guy, not being the guy that everybody's voting for, a guy or woman, not being, I'm going to say person, not being the person that everybody knows, not being the person that you feel like that everybody pretty much just being that person. You are not that person. You are the person that's on the, say for instance, you the person that's on the team, but you ain't the person that everybody's looking for. They looking for that star. For instance, you had guys like Allen Iverson that were in the league, in the NBA, and everybody was pretty much saying, you're too small, you can't do it, or you don't have enough help, you can't do it. And this was a guy that made it to the finals, not only made it to the finals, but beat a really good Lakers team with Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant on there. To me, that's an underdog. You had Kobe Bryant, and I'm just not only talking about basketball, but I'm just still in this element, but you had a guy like Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to the Black Mamba, who everybody said, you not Jordan, you can't win without Shaq, all of these things, telling him he wasn't a good teammate and these things, and he ended up winning how many rings without Shaquille O'Neal? Ended up getting other people rings. Like, this is what I mean by that underdog story, and people still not giving him his credit and saying he's not above LeBron James. You talking about when LeBron James hadn't even won a ring yet. Like, these was all elements of underdog. I'm even going to take it to music. And one of my favorite rappers to this day, 50 Cent, a guy that came in the industry that was people were trying to blackball him. Not only blackball him, but kill this guy, take him completely out of the game. And look at what he did. Redefine what it means to be a guy that you can't shut down. Not only you couldn't shut down, but fought his way with mixtapes after mixtapes, made his voice heard, and then got heard but the top producer and one of the top rappers in the game at the time, with Dr. Dre and Eminem. That's an underdog story. Like, it's so many other stories out here, man. So many elements. And like I said, of course, we've had our kings, our Martin Luther Kings, our Malcolm X's, and even just as far as underdog stories, as far as overcoming, as far as the bigger picture, as far as these people, Rosa Parks, and I mean, I'm naming these people in the sense of the Black History Month, as far as the underdog story, these people that did all these things, took these risks, and became bigger and more important people because of the risks they took for us to have the lives we have now. To me, those are underdog stories. And now I just want to get in the sense of people that are trying to build things and talk about the people, one of those people myself, that are trying to do things, and you just trying to get yourself in a position to be an owner of some things. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to talk to those underdogs because you are those people. I'm talking to the people who are out here that don't have 500 friends, not even 500 friends. I'm over exaggerating. The people that don't have 10 to 12 friends, that's going to come out the blue and be like, yo, this my people. He doing his thing. You know, the people that's going to blurt out to the world that when you doing something or you got something going on to say, yo, this my people. Like, I'm riding with this person. This person is doing this. This person is doing that. The person is, for instance, if you got a rap song, you trying to rap or something, you trying to do anything, and people in the neighborhood know you, like you the popular guy in the school, you used to be the popular guy in the school, or you the popular guy in the neighborhood, or you just the popular guy in town, whatever it be, but you are on the other side of that train. Like, you are not that person. You have this whole slew of people that are always trying to do something, or always trying to improve on something, but they don't have that eye. They don't have nobody looking at them in a certain way. They don't have like 12 or 50 likes on Facebook. They don't have a whole bunch of followers on Twitter. They don't have a whole bunch of people that follow them on Instagram or whatnot. Like, it's all these things that come in, but you have people that's just like I like to always say, that's punching through a brick wall, because you're trying to do something, but you know you're going to have to go the extra mile because people don't rock with you the same way they rock with other people. And most of those people don't rock with those people the same way. Like, for real, it's the popular opinion that I always say. It's like the popular thing to do. It's like you got this one person, like, for instance, you have two people doing the same exact thing, but you have 100 people fuck with whatever that person is doing, the popular person, whatever they're doing, and then you have another person that's doing the same exact thing this person is doing. And I'm gonna say this: the other person, not the popular person, the person is not popular. This person would have started doing this thing first, and they have been doing this thing for, like, I say, a month. And out of the blue, you will have this other person, a popular person, that start doing this, and all of a sudden you see this person, you see people like, yo, you need to check this out. This shit crazy. But you're doing the same exact thing. And it's like, this person is getting so much generation because this person is popular. Like, this person is known. He's always out. He or she's always out. This person is everywhere. They always on the scene. They always, they've talked to people. They've always been around at every function. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been the thing with this person, but the other person that doesn't show up to all the scenes, that's not always outside, as they call it today. You know what I'm saying? They ain't outside. Like, this person doesn't be on every scene. This person wasn't the talkative person in school. They was the quiet person. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm saying, like, you will have two people doing the same exact thing, but more people are generate to the person that's more popular than the other person, because that ain't the popular thing to do. And that's real, because you've seen things on Facebook where you'll have somebody post a meme. Two people will post a meme, but you'll see, like, I seen that meme like 2 days ago, and this person might have like 2 likes. Then you'll see somebody else post it, the popular person, somebody that everybody know, somebody everybody rock with, and that person will have 20 to 15 likes, and they just posted it. But the other person posted it 2 days ago, and it's the same exact post. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying by the same thing of when people are trying to build something. It's like, you are trying to do something, but I'm not going to say if you feel like you are not the most popular person around to try to do the things, and you're not going to generate too much attention, what I would say is, you have so much going on with internet, you have so much going on with social medias, that it's a whole slew of people, I feel like, nowadays, that you can generate that attention to, because it's a whole slew of people that like the things you like. It's a whole slew of people that feel the way you feel. And it's a whole slew of people around the world that just have those same type of issues you have, or even have those same type of likes you have. Or they want to do some of the same things you want to do, and they might look at you as that encouragement to do those certain type of things, because they like, okay, this person doesn't have that same type of attention, or that he's not generating that same audience from locals or whatever as the other person is doing. So I might need to do it like they doing, because I don't have that same attention either. I'm not that same person either. one thing for me, as like I've noticed since I've started doing even YouTube or podcasts, is that it's so many people around the world. What you got to understand, it's like you're going to get a whole lot more attention from strangers than you would get from people that you know. And it's crazy. Yeah, it is. Because people that know you for I'm not even sure I can explain it. And to be honest, I've been in that situation before. Just being honest, where you'll see somebody that you know post something or do something, and you might skip it or go past it, and then you'll see somebody that you don't know like that, complete stranger, and you might even comment or like it. And it's crazy like that. I'm telling you, you see this shit every day. And you might have been a person that have done it, and you might not even been intentionally have done it. It's just crazy like that. And that's why I always say now, you will see it. You will see how certain things become popular. Like you'll almost see somebody be like, for instance, like, man, let me wait and see who gonna like this, or let me see who gonna share this, or let me see who gonna say something about this first before I do it. I want to say something about it, but I don't know. Somebody might look at me funny. I'm telling you, this how this shit be when people are trying to navigate between should I fuck with this person or should I fuck with what they doing? Because I don't see a lot of people fucking with that. So I don't know if I should be rocking with that because I don't see other people doing it. And to me, that's like some shit where you like, do you have your own mind? You have your own way of doing things, or do you wait for other people to tell you to move? Because that's how it be. To me, that's how I see or look at things. Because if I see something I like, no matter who it is, if this the person next door to me, they making a song or they making a movie or they got anything going on, and it's something that I enjoy or like, I'm gonna mess with it because that's something I enjoy or like. It's the same thing with it's just like if you're not a fan of something or you just don't like it, cool. That's your opinion and that's how you feel. But if you know you really rocking with something, you know you really, really like, I'm like, yo, I'm really listening to this, or I'm really feeling this. I can really mess with this right here. But I don't know if I should. I'm not gonna do it publicly. I'm not gonna rock with it publicly. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna mess with that in front of people. Like I might rock with it by myself. I might rock with that. I might rock with what they doing or rock with what they got going on in private, but I got to see who else gonna rock with it first before I jump on that, because I don't want to look like the only person that's rocking with it. And I'm like, why? It's been many times where I might be the only person that likes something. I might be the only person that shares something. I might be the only person that might talk about something, be like, yo, this right here is straight. And I'm talking about from local people, local rapper. You talking about somebody that's just out here putting up shit on YouTube. Somebody just is out here doing podcasts. Somebody is out here just trying to start a business, throw out food or sell clothes or some shit like that. Anything, man. Like, to me, it's just about it's about how you feel about doing things. Is it genuine? Basically, that's how everybody feel about everything. Is this shit genuine? Because yes, you have occasions where some people will like or share some shit just because they want to see, are you going to do the same thing for me if I'm doing something? And that's the crazy part. like, nah. I've seen somebody go back. I've seen somebody share some shit that I've got, and I didn't share some shit they had, and I went back and seen that the shit been erased. Like, bro, they done took that shit off that they shared of mine because they were like, oh, no, you ain't sharing my shit or doing that. And the fact is, you might not even get back to doing it yet because you were just going through some shit or scrolling through some shit or looking through something. And you were like, oh, such and such shared my stuff. I appreciate that or whatnot. And you still scrolling because you was already in the middle of doing something. You might go back to get into that. But that person was like, nah, since you ain't sharing my stuff, I'm going to take your stuff back off that I just shared. It's like, man, if I feel like I want to share something, or if I feel like I like something or something is like, especially if you see people trying to do something that's from your neighborhood, or you see people trying to do something from your hometown, man, yes, you're going to try to share it, or yes, you want to try to just try to navigate some type of platform where you like, damn, I like what they doing because I'm trying to do the same thing. So I'm going to share this shit so other people can see that other people that's in the same neighborhood or in the same facility that you in the same area that you in, are trying to do something. They all trying to do something. Like these boys out here trying to do something, or these girls out here trying to do something, or these people out here trying to do something. So it's almost like motivation. It's like, yo, these people have been doing this before me. So I'm like, I'm going to share this because I'm like, man, I'm getting motivated even more of looking at what they doing. But you had a certain occasion where people are like, nah, you just trying to reach. You trying to see if the people that I rock with going to start rocking with you because they seen you share something of mine. It's like, huh? Nah. People are really genuine out here. It's really genuine people out here that just want to see other people win. And that's the thing, especially people from your hometown. You don't want to see other people from your hometown winning or doing good for themselves, especially when you know how hard it is in the town, and especially in a small town where you know it's not too much shit around, especially kids or whatnot to do, or even for you to do, going to the mall and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that. People, man, taking your kids to the movies, nigga, kids are active these days. They're not trying to just sit nowhere and look at nothing. So, like I said, all of this is pertaining just to that underdog element as far as the popularity, going for the popular thing versus going for the not so popular thing. Because you've seen so many times where people who feel like, nah, they can't do this or they can't do that or they're not going to be able to reach this certain goal. You've seen people reach that status so many times. People have doubted these people. People have looked down on these people. I've seen people from my hometown like just out of here. And some people ain't like doing it in public. Some people ain't doing it like they ain't out here on Front Street. Some people are doing it privately. And you seeing like the come up and you like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. That shit is motivation. Especially seeing somebody that you know doing it. Like I said, it's just, and I see people that's out here that's been winning for a long time. And that's another thing that I really love about the motivation. And that's another underdog story. People that wasn't popular. These people, like, you've seen people that just latched on once they seen 4 to 5 other people finally start rocking with this person, and you like, okay, now they rocking with, okay, now I can finally do this. And that's the crazy part. Like, no, you need to start rocking with people from the get-go, especially if you really, really digging what they doing, whether it's them fixing certain food that you like, okay, this one can really cook. But damn, he from my town. I don't know. I mean, how many people rock with him from my town? Do you even rock with the people that you waiting to see rock with this person? That'd be my thing with that. Especially when you adult and you in a grown, like, we out here grown, man. And you see so many people trying to do certain things. And it's like, go for it. Go. Win. Win. We all want to see everybody win. And that's my thing. And you see, like I said, it's just so easy to just see so many people just going for the most popular thing, man. And ain't nothing wrong with that, especially if the shit actually good, whatever they doing, whether it's cooking, selling clothes, or whatever it is. But I also see how you see all these other people trying to do stuff, and you see how people just, like, you can just see the shit. Like, motherfuckers is just not fooling with that because who the person is. It ain't what they doing, it's because who the person is. And for me personally, I've just learned to rock with the people that's going to rock with me and just like, thank you. I appreciate it. Man, you talking about somebody who's on YouTube, and as far as subscribers, starting off with 2 subscribers, and I'm like 51 subscribers now, man. I might have more than I got to go check it. But I'm just saying, just you building off certain things, to me, it's about just staying focused on the goal, staying focused on the championship and going after what you're going after. Because of course you want to see people that you've grown up with. You want to see people that you've came up with. You want to see people that you went to school with, whatever it is, worked with or came around you, just people you've seen your whole life in your neighborhood or where you from or whatnot, and you just want to see them not only win, but you want to see if you trying to do something, you like, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. This shit be crazy, man. And for me, it's like, I hope people just don't be worrying about the Facebook shit so much as far as likes and shit, because, man, once you get to a certain stage, man, if you really, I'm talking about as far as people that's trying to have a career outside of just working a regular 9 to 5, you get to a certain stage, I feel like you just ain't got to worry about people that's in your hometown liking what you're doing. To me, it goes above and beyond that. And that's why I say about having the whole world see what you're doing instead of worrying about just your neighborhood worrying about what you're doing or your hometown worrying about what you're doing. Because like they always say, of course you most likely going to get more love from strangers than you get from people you know. And I can't explain that because it's like certain people want you to stay in a certain position. And this is the other thing that goes with the underdog story. You could be one of them people that just been doing a certain thing for a long time and people just used to what you do. And it's like once you start trying to maneuver over and do something else, it's like, oh, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, wait. What? It's almost like somebody's like, wait. Why are you trying to improve? Like, don't do that. Like, stay in your position. Don't try to improve. Have you ever, and I'm saying that because, like, have you ever came around people like that? They don't exactly say them words, but the way they maneuver around you, the way they act towards you. Think about this. This is a perfect example. When you telling somebody some good news and they hurry up and cut you off and start talking about something else. Yeah, that type of thing that goes on. When you sitting there telling them like, yeah, man, I'm like, I got this promotion at my job or whatnot. And now they were trying to get me to train to do an even higher position. Like, and you got to pray like, yeah, like for real, like, yeah. But shit, bro, look, listen, I had this thing going on. Like, they just completely trying to cut the whole conversation off for what you got going on as far as what you talking about, as far as how you improving on whatever you trying to do. That's the same thing I'm saying. But it's the popular thing to do is when you around all these other people and this same person is talking about the same thing. And now what they was talking about, it's done became something. Whether it's a job position, whether it's a career position, whether they done came up big in certain things, you like, yeah, bro, you was telling me about that. You remember what I told you? Go do that. And like, nah, motherfucker. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't telling me go do nothing. You was sitting there cutting me out talking about something else. To me, that's the underdog story, man. It's about all those obstacles because you have people out here that ain't gonna never have people telling them, man, you can't do that, because they've always been at the rings as far as being the likable person. I ain't gonna even say likable person, just somebody that's always on the scene, like I said, always outside, always everywhere. And that person, when they say something, like they come on and make a post about, yo, why do people like seafood? I think that shit nasty. You'll have 15, 20 people coming on there because this is the popular person. This is the person that everybody fuck with. Man, you bullshit. That shit ain't nasty. Man, that shit is nasty. That shit hella nasty. 15 to 20 likes in, I say, 10 minutes. Going on 100. Then you have this other person nobody fucking talk to that much. Nobody know, but they know them, but they don't. Saying the same shit. And it's like, all right. To me, I just put that in the relevance of an underdog story because people know you. You will talk to people that you know. And you'll be like, yo, I'm doing this and I got this going on, bro. Like, I'm telling you, you need to fuck with this or you need to see what's up with this because I'm trying to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to see what's up with that, bro. You won't see shit or you won't know shit. You will go and be like, bro, I just did this shit on this right here. Or, we was at the job the other day, bro, and shit, we was over there doing the what's name whoop-de-whoop. I went over there and got that, and I helped you out with that. And they like, oh, word, you did that for me? And I don't want to, I just sound like I'm confusing you, but I don't want to confuse. I'm just saying in the instance of having people, you might get all a friend or just having people that you've been rocking with for a long time. They just not trying to see what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. They just not trying to hear that. And I'm not talking about everybody, it's just certain ones. Because you just might have that one. You might have that one that just hit you up like, bruh, I just watched those shit. Yo, that shit is crazy. Or, bruh, you did a hell of a job on that shit you was working on yesterday at the job, man. That shit was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, they're going to give your ass a promotion. They're going to give you a promotion. That type of energy is what I'm talking about. That type of motivation is what I'm talking about. Because to me, having that type of underdog element as far as having an underdog story, it's all about the circumstances of having more people tell you you can't than having more people tell you you can. To me, that's the ultimate underdog story. Because it's like I said earlier when I was saying this, is people expect you to be in one position a lot or all the time. Because maybe you've been in that position for a long time, or people expect you to be a certain way or act a certain way all the time because you've always been that person all the time. But like I said, to me, I also just feel like I might have been doing a lot of rambling, but I wasn't trying to confuse nobody. That just sound like I'm just talking outside of my neck. It's just about having these experiences, seeing other people go through these experiences, because I just see so many people with talent or having that same talent or even having more talent. And you just see people that just not want to rock with it because that's that person. And I ain't started doing this type of stuff that I'm doing until like last year. But I've seen people doing stuff for years, man. For years. And people do not fool with them because of who they are. Not because they've done anything, not because they said anything or anything, just because of who they person. This person just ain't not around all the time. This person wasn't on the scene all the time. This person wasn't a talkative person in school. This person just wasn't the popular person. And then, like I said, you have the person that was the talkative person, the person that was out here all the time or whatnot, and you have more people gravitate towards that person. You even have that person that they don't even fuck with you. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't even rock with you or nothing like that. But you will still have the people that they don't fool with still saying, oh, that shit was right, or giving them all type of praise or whatnot, just because that's the popular thing to do. And to me, it's not even just with people who deal with stuff in local towns or whatnot. That's even with the music industry. That's with Hollywood. That's with everything as far as having that popularity contest. Think about rappers like a Wale. You ever notice how people wouldn't gravitate towards him or be like he's corny or whatnot? Like, how? He done made some of the best music, like talent out of this world. But you see how the people don't like to put Wale in that same category as J. Cole or as the Kendricks, Meek Mills, them. They don't like to put him in that same category. Or for instance, like when I was talking about Kobe now, like it's that same thing. It starts talking about that underdog element, man. Like not wanting to put certain people at the same extent, but that person having the same talent as that other person, but you not wanting to put them up there because of who they are, because they're not the popular person like this other person is. But like I said, to me, it's about just trying to strive past everything and running through that big brick wall when you are that underdog. Because once you get past everything else, once you get past trying to, not worrying about local people, not worrying about as far as people liking you, as far as, and I mean people liking you as far as whatever you're trying to do. And the most important thing to me, I feel like, is not worrying about what other people are doing as far as if they doing the same thing like you, but they getting more attention, or they just getting more people gravitating towards them more than you. You just gonna have to either switch up what you're doing or just do more. But the thing about it is be yourself. That's the main thing to me, is being yourself. You will see people try to switch up and do things different that they're not used to, or you'll see people try to act like the other person that's doing the popular thing, or the popular person. One thing I know is people gravitate to realness. People gravitate towards truth. If you are yourself, you're going to get people that's going to gravitate to you regardless. They're going to gravitate towards whatever you got going on regardless, because you're being yourself and you're being authentic. everything you saying is the truth. And they feel everything you're saying. And once again, I want to say, excuse me if it sounded like I was rambling a couple of times, and I'm sorry, I didn't want to sound like that, but I'm just trying to get a clear understanding of why certain things are the way they are. Because I am a little confused on those certain things still too. And trying to get an understanding of why, I guess why, I can't say, because when you a UnderDog, I guess you try to understand why people think or go the route they go as far as the way they gravitate towards things. Because to me, it is kind of different now because a lot of the most popular things ain't the most popular things. Some people are gravitating towards some of the things that aren't so popular, even people that aren't so popular. But I mainly just wanted to talk about and try to give that motivation towards people who feel like the underdog and feel like they just don't get that same type of love other people get. But they know these same people, or they know these, they just know, it's just crazy because you like, damn, I know this same group of people, I know these same type of people, but they won't even rock with me the same way they rock with what they do. And I wanted to talk about, like I said, just the underdog element, the underdog mind frame, and just being a person that feel like they got to fight a lot harder than other people have to. But like I said, once you're done with that fight, man, it's just, and I know because I've been in certain situations and just coming out on top, it's nothing like that feeling. And I know you want people to just see and understand, like, yeah, you doubt it, you thought, but nah, you want me to quit, you want me to stop, but I won't. That type of motivation. Because people are looking at, they waiting. And that's the thing. That's the most important thing. You have a group of people that, and I ain't going to say a group of people, I'm just going to say people that see you trying or whatever you're trying to do. Whatever you're trying to do. And it's like, okay, they ain't going to keep doing this shit. They going to stop sooner or later. Or, nah, they going to shut up or they going to shut down sooner or later. And once you stay consistent with whatever you're trying to do, like I said, whether it's your 9 to 5, and people be saying, yo, you ain't going to keep no job. You ain't going to keep no job, man. All right, he going to quit in about 2 weeks. But you staying consistent. You still got that motherfucking job in 2 months. You still got that job in 3 months. You still got that job in a year later. Then people looking at you like you crazy. Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about. That underdog story. People don't got used to you being in this certain position so long. Nah, he ain't going to do it. Or she ain't going to do it. Or the person that's always doing this and that. It's just motivation and just trying to overcome situations where people think they got you in a box, but you not. And that's all I wanted to get out, and that's all I wanted to say. Because like I said, I'm going to be getting into some more things as far as movies and entertainment on the podcast a little bit more. But I am doing that on my YouTube a lot as far as movies and whatnot. But I'm going to be getting back into that on the podcast because I got a lot of things I want to talk about. But like I said, I was going to be getting into more life situations and just trying to give more insight on situations that I feel like people are going through and people got going on, especially in these times that we got going on with the pandemic. But this is the Low Key Podcast. This is episode 51, The Underdog. We out.
Try to just be dead center.
So a lot of people in general are afraid of failure. How did you become one of those people who doesn't seem to be afraid of failing?
It doesn't exist. It's not existent. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, what does failure mean? It's not. It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. What does it mean?
You're pulling a Jedi mind trick on me right now. I was like, does it exist?
No, I'm serious. Look, I'm trying to think, like, how can I explain it? So, let's use happy.